You weren't recommended this. You were summoned. The algorithm didn't find you. Your field unlocked it. Pause. Let that land. Not a suggestion. A summons. Something about the way you've been carrying yourself. Quietly, consistently. Signal that you're ready for a different kind of clarity. Not louder. Truer, not flash. Foundation. Tonight is not about tricks, spectacle, or borrowed mystique. It's about a clean transmission. Truth without noise. Listen closely. Because this will feel familiar in the way a homecoming feels familiar. You've always sensed there was a structure beneath the chaos, a moral order behind the moving parts, a justice that does not miss. Call it conscience. Call it alignment. Call it the way the world bends toward meaning when your intention is sincere. Names are secondary. Integrity is primary. You were not dragged here by curiosity. You were brought here by readiness. Readiness is quieter than hype. It arrives when a person chooses dignity over display, when they prefer the straight path over shortcuts, when they stop throwing their worth at every passing mirror. Readiness is the moment you realize you don't have to argue with your value anymore. You just live it calmly, consistently, until the world must adjust. So hear me, there is nothing to worship here except truth, nothing to imitate except excellence of character, nothing to collect except responsibility. When people chase secrets, they often miss the simplest doorway, honesty with oneself. The moment you decide to be ruthlessly sincere with your own intentions, the doors others call mysteries open like ordinary mornings. You sensed this already in the last season of your life. You started noticing patterns, how certain choices kept echoing, how certain words carried weight long after they were spoken, how a single quiet decision could tilt a week toward clarity. That wasn't luck. That was lawfulness. The way reality honors alignment. The way a seed honors the soil. Plant arrogance, harvest isolation, plant humility. Harvest help. It is not magic. It is cause and consequence with mercy. Understand this. We will speak of maps, but not to inflate the ego. We will speak of thresholds, but not to impress the crowd. The only mark that matters is the one written on your conduct. How you deal when no one is watching. How you rise when you could easily blame. How you keep your word when breaking it would be cheaper. Character is the seal. Nothing else qualifies a person to carry greater clarity except what they do when it costs them. You feel the air shifting already, don't you? That subtle awareness that you're not being entertained, you're being entrusted. Entrusted with a way to see the world without superstition, without theatrics, without the hunger to feel superior. If insight makes you proud, it is not insight. It's distraction. If insight makes you grateful and careful, you've touched the right current. Let's name the fracture most people never heal. They want influence without interior order. They want outcomes without accountability. They want to be seen without first becoming someone worth witnessing. But you're done with that. The old negotiations are over. This is the hour you return to the basics that were never basic. Truthfulness, restraint, patience, mercy, courage. These aren't accessories to wisdom. They are wisdom. And if you wonder, why me? Why now? Because you asked for it. Not with noise, but with consistency. You kept choosing the right thing, even when it was the quiet thing. You apologized without being forced. You learned without needing applause. You practiced fairness when you could have taken the edge. Heaven hears those choices. The world may not trend them, but heaven records them with precision. Let's clear a fog. We are not trading in forbidden fantasies or empty spectacle. We're clarifying how reality rewards alignment. The moment a person stops bargaining with their own conscience, life stops needing to shout. Doors don't slam, they pivot. Paths don't dazzle, they stabilize. What others call mystery, you will learn to call order. The steady architecture that holds when emotions don't. There is a narrative about power that ruins people. It tells them power is the ability to bend anything to your will. The truth is cleaner. Real power is the discipline to be guided by what is right. Even when your will is loud, anyone can act when praised, few can act when unseen. Anyone can speak when echoed, few can speak when silence is safer. That's the measure, and you've been measured, and found willing to grow. Hold this framing. What you carry inside organizes what you walk through outside. If your inner room is crowded with resentment, every hallway becomes an argument. If your inner room is arranged with gratitude and restraint, even a storm delivers lessons instead of losses. This is not a promise of ease. It is a promise of orientation. With orientation, hardships refine you. Without it, conveniences corrupt you. Does it feel like we're circling something? We're circling the moment where an ordinary life becomes a responsible life. Not louder, cleaner. Not reckless boldness. Moral steadiness. The kind that holds when the crowd surges. The kind that doesn't sell truth for applause. The kind that doesn't stain blessings with arrogance. If you're still here, it's because you hunger for that steadiness, more than you hunger for spectacle. Let's draw a line through the noise. You owe no performance to strangers. You owe excellence to your Creator and mercy to His creation. Keep your heart soft and your spine strong. That is the posture that opens futures you can carry without breaking. That is the stance that turns chance into trust. And trust is the currency that never counterfeits. So welcome, not to a club, to a standard that prefers clean hands over clever phrases. A standard that values patience over posturing. A standard that will not flatter you, because flattery makes people brittle. We will speak plainly, honor boundaries, and keep our words inside the guardrails. Of what is right, you ask for guidance that doesn't gamble with your soul. That is the only kind you'll find here. Let me leave you with this, as the doors ahead begin to unfasten. If you were looking for someone to crown you, you'll be disappointed. If you were looking for clarity that crowns responsibility, you'll feel at home. The difference is everything. Crowns without character are heavy. Character carries crowns lightly or not at all, and never at the cost of conscience. You weren't recommended this, you were summoned. Take that line with you like a steady lantern, not a shout, a signal. It means you're ready to hear what most never slow down to understand. When the inside is ordered, the outside cooperates. Sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly, but always lawfully, always mercifully, always with a wisdom bigger than our plans. Stay close. The next part will not try to impress you. It will do something rarer. It will clarify. You arrived because readiness speaks a language gates understand. Not noise order, not bravado. Clean intent. When intent is clean, doors recognize you before you knock. That is the quiet secret beneath every sudden breakthrough you've ever witnessed. The breakthrough was simply the world catching up to a decision you already made inside. Let's set our footing with the truth that won't flatter you, but will free you. Power without principle is ruin in disguise. The crowd loves shortcuts. The path loves steadiness. The crowd worships spectacle. The path respects conscience, and conscience, when you honor it, turns confusion into compass. That's why you're here, not to collect shiny concepts, but to stand where truth stands and let the storm adjust around you. I'll speak plainly. There is a structure under appearances, an architecture that refuses corruption. You felt it. When you cut a corner, something quiet dims. When you choose what is right over what is easy, something bright settles. No slogans, no theatrics. Cause meets consequence, and mercy weaves through both. This is the moral gravity that keeps creation from becoming a carnival of accidents. Ignore it, and even victories taste stale. Honor it. And even delays arrive carrying gifts. People ask, where is the map? The map, before anything else, is how you carry yourself. If you want the world to stop arguing with you, first stop arguing with your own value. If you want your days to stop swinging like a pendulum, fix your grip in the center on character. The old self chases approval. and calls it momentum. The new self seeks alignment and becomes immovable, not stubborn principled. Hear this slowly. What you believe about yourself writes the margins of every room you enter. If you see yourself as an accident, you will treat time carelessly and let strangers price your worth. If you see yourself as a steward, answerable, accountable, guided, you will treat breath as a trust and choice as testimony. The difference will not trend on a chart, but it will reroute your life like a river finding its rightful bed. Let's name 3 anchors that'll hold you in deep water. Not tricks, truths. Anchor 1. Mind sets the frame, not the mind that invents excuses. The mind that bows to truth. Call it intention, clarified by conscience. When the frame is honest, pictures stop lying. Set the frame, and moments that once provoked, you start educating. That is not fantasy. That is the dignity of a person who refuses to be pushed around by impulses. Clarity first, then choice. Choice first, then change. Anchor 2. Patterns echo across levels. What you rehearse in private spreads into public like fragrance. Respect in speech becomes favor in meetings. Gratitude in the small becomes provision in the large. You do not manipulate this law, you honor it. And when you honor it, doors you could never bully begin to open of their own accord. Not because you are special, but because you are trustworthy. Anchor 3, steadiness tames the swings. Life moves in seasons. High tide, low tide, gain, loss, praise, indifference. The untrained heart rides every wave and mistakes motion for meaning. The trained heart plants its flag in what is right and lets the water move around it. Steadiness is not passivity. It is mastery of response. When you stop climbing onto every passing mood, your days stop dragging you by the collar. If you feel something inside you nodding, it's because your experience already agrees. You've tasted this. The morning you chose patience and the whole day softened. The conversation you handled with humility and a door opened weeks later with your name on it. These weren't coincidences. They were confirmations. Creation is not deaf. Creation is responsive, especially to sincerity. Let me draw a boundary to protect you. Insight can intoxicate, responsibility sobers. If anything you hear tempts you to feel superior to others, you misheard it. Truth raises you to serve better, not to look down further. The weight of knowledge is not status. It is stewardship. Carry it lightly, with gratitude, and it carries you. Carry it arrogantly, and it turns to stone in your hands. There is a reason your path has been narrowing. Wide roads are comfortable. They are also careless. Narrow roads feel demanding. They are also precise. Precision protects. When your speech trims its waist, your opportunities waste less of you. When your gaze avoids what stains, your memory stops replaying what hurts. When your promises are few and kept, your name starts working for you, even when you're not in the room. That is not branding. That is Baraka grace, made visible in outcomes. You may ask, how do I know I'm advancing? Advancement feels less like fireworks, more like fewer inner arguments. Your yes means yes without a courtroom. Your no means no without apology. Temptations don't vanish, they resize. And you pass them without turning it into a movie. You don't need to perform strength, you possess it. Quietly, cleanly, reliably. Here's a sentence to stitch into your sleeve. Truth does not shout, it assures. That assurance is not arrogance, it is alignment. When you are aligned, delays do not humiliate you, and speed does not seduce you. You stop praying for shortcuts and start inviting right timing. And right timing, when it arrives, will feel like a gate that already knew your footsteps. There is a humility the world cannot counterfeit. The kind that remembers the giver when the gifts multiply. Keep that humility close. Gratitude guards clarity. When you count blessings, you count correctly. When you hoard credit, you lose count of what matters. You didn't come this far to become clever. You came this far to become clear. So, let the record show. You are not chasing mysteries. You are consenting to order. You are not trying to look powerful. You are choosing to be accountable. You are not asking for a throne. You are asking for a trust, and a heart strong enough to keep it clean. If the path ahead narrows again, rejoice. It means you are being measured for something that loose living cannot carry. Keep this cadence in your chest. Clean mind, clean motives, clean mouth, clean hands. It won't make you famous, but it will make you effective. It won't make everyone applaud, but it will make the right doors remember your name. And when you step through those doors, you won't be dazzled. You'll be ready. You weren't recommended this, you were summoned. Let that sentence keep working on you. If it feels like a crown, set it down. If it feels like a call, answer it with how you live. The path you are on does not require theatrics. It requires truthfulness, restraint, gratitude, courage, in that order. Again and again, until your life speaks for itself. Stay close ahead. We will name the architecture of clarity, not to impress the ears, but to relieve the heart. No tricks, no forbidden fantasies. Only the relief that comes when a person finally stands where right has been waiting all along. You don't need secret doors. You need stable ground. Not louder, truer, not faster. Rightly timed, when a life holds to what is right, clarity stops flickering and starts staying. That is the architecture we're building now. Quiet beams, clean lines, weight-bearing truths. Begin with the foundation, truth sive in timing. Truth is alignment with what is right, no spin, no bargain. Trust is what hearts extend toward a person who keeps truth when it costs. Timing is how doors answer those hearts. Not early, not late, but fitting, mistruth, and trust leaks. Mistrust, and timing turns against you. Keep both, and timing becomes an ally you don't have to chase. From that foundation, the structure rises in 5 rooms. No theatrics, just load-bearing rooms that dignify a life. Room 1, intent. What you mean behind what you do. Intent is the unseen signature on every act. If intent is clean, even small actions carry far. If intent is crooked, even brilliant plans feel hollow. Ask nothing from a moment that you didn't first bring in your intention. Clean intent, clean outcomes, sometimes. Immediately, sometimes like rain stored in a cloud, until the land is ready. Room 2, speech. Words either lift or leak. Speech is not decoration, it is direction. Promise less, keep more. Speak gently, stand firmly. Use words to clarify, not to conquer. Some names open doors for you. Let your own name be one of them. Because your speech made it trustworthy. Silence, when it protects truth, is not weakness. It is guardianship. Room 3, action. Deeds are the proof text of belief. Action is where sincerity stops being poetry and becomes evidence. Do the right thing when it's quiet, and the right things find you when it's crowded. Don't perform goodness for applause. Practice it for record. Applause ends, records remain. And records have a way of arriving before you to prepare rooms. You never could have negotiated yourself. Room 4, patience. Not passivity, precision with time. Patience is high respect for process. It refuses the counterfeit of hurry and the poison of despair. The impatient heart breaks good things by opening them too early. The despairing heart buries good seeds before they sprout. Patience holds the seed, waters the ground, trusts the schedule you cannot see yet. Delay is not denial. Sometimes it is protection. Room 5, service. Service is strength choosing humility. It does not diminish you. It defines you. The heart that serves is not smaller. It is wider. Service keeps blessings from curdling into pride. When ability rises, let generosity rise with it, quietly, cleanly, without receipts. The hand that helps is the hand that is helped when the season turns. Hold these rooms together with 2 beams that don't warp. Beam A, responsibility. Rights are important. Responsibility is decisive. Responsibility keeps you from blaming the weather for the roof you never repaired. It asks, What is within my reach that I have been leaving untouched? Then it moves, without drama, without delay, without excuses. Beam B gratitude. Gratitude is not naivete. It is clear accounting. It counts gifts accurately and credit rightly. Gratitude is a guard at the door of the heart, letting honor in, keeping arrogance out. When gratitude stands watch, clarity does not wander. Now, a warning carved into the lintel, 3 hairline cracks that topple palaces if ignored. Crack 1. Cleverness over character. Clever moves can win a moment. Only character wins seasons. If you prize being impressive over being dependable, doors may open, but they won't hold. Choose to be the person a heavy key can trust. Crack 2. Image over integrity. Image demands performance. Integrity offers peace. If you curate appearances while neglecting the inner room, opportunities become traps. Keep the inner room clean, and the outer rooms arrange themselves with surprising mercy. Crack 3. Urgency over uprightness. Hurry makes people careless with lines they once swore never to cross. When the pressure spikes, remember, right is right. Even when delayed, hold the line. What is meant for you will not require you to stain your hands to keep it. If this sounds severe, feel the gentleness running through it. This architecture is not a cage, it is shelter. It frees you from building a life out of moods. It frees you from begging rooms to hold what only beams can bear. It frees you from confusing motion with meaning. With this structure, a yes stays a yes. A no stays a no. And storms spend themselves against walls that were measured, braced, and blessed. You will notice something as these rooms take shape. Noise goes down. Notice goes up. People begin to sense relief around you. Not because you are flashy, but because you are reliable. Reliable people are rare. Rare things draw trust. Trust rearranges outcomes. That is not spectacle. That is lawfulness with mercy. Keep this line close. Write it where your eyes can't miss it. Let my conduct speak more loudly than my claims. When conduct carries your message, you don't need to shout. And when you don't need to shout, you can hear, really hear, what the next right step is. So, the architecture stands, foundation set, 5 rooms framed, 2 beams locked, cracks named and sealed. From here, doors that once argued with you will simply recognize you. Not because you found a trick, but because you became the kind of person a door was built to welcome. You weren't recommended this, you were summoned. If the summons felt mysterious at the start, let it feel measured now. Mystery is not the point, clarity is. And clarity, once honored, will begin honoring you back in ways that fit, in timing that protects, and in measures that do not harm your soul. Stay close. Next, we'll speak of weight, the kind you can carry, and the kind you must put down, so that what's meant to reach you doesn't have to fight through what you were never meant to hold. Some doors don't open because you're unworthy. They don't open because you're overweight with what isn't yours. Not body burden, not mass, misplaced meanings. There are loads a soul is designed to carry: faith, responsibility, truth, patience. And there are loads that bend the spine until every step feels like a negotiation. Today we separate them, cleanly, mercifully, without drama. Big in here, not every feeling deserves a future. Some emotions are messages, some are squatters. A message knocks, delivers its point, and leaves you clearer. A squatter drags in furniture, names the rooms, and bills you for the light. You know the difference by what it does to your speech. Messages make you careful. Squatters make you careless. Keep the message, evict the squatter. There are 5 counterfeit weights that look like wisdom because they feel heavy. They are not wisdom. They are leaks. Weight 1, borrowed guilt. Guilt that belongs to choices you did not make is not virtue. It's mismanagement. Compassion means you care. Confusion means you claim what isn't yours. If you harmed someone, make it right cleanly, promptly. If you didn't, stop apologizing to keep broken peace. Peace bought with self-betrayal is a receipt you'll keep paying. Weight 2, endless comparison. Comparison pretends to be a compass. It is a carnival mirror. It makes gratitude look small and envy look reasonable. You can't count blessings while auditioning for someone else's life. Measure yourself against the standard you pledged, not the noise next door. The day you stop competing with strangers is the day your pace becomes honest. Weight 3, old narratives. Stories you outgrew but still rehearse because they give you an excuse. This is just who I am. People like me don't get chances. Be careful. Narratives can become cages with wallpaper. The moment a story protects your habit of avoiding the right thing, it's not truth. It's cover. Keep the lessons. Retire the label. Wait for unclean obligations. Promises you never made, roles you were assigned by others' expectations, duties that demand your soul to keep someone else comfortable. Service is noble, self-erasure is not. If a task requires you to stain your integrity to sustain it, that task was never yours. Respect everyone. Obey truth. Weight 5. Hidden resentment. Resentment is a tax the heart pays because the mouth refused clarity. It grows in silence, drinks your sleep, and charges interest on your attention. You don't need a performance. You need a clean sentence, spoken at the right time. Firm, respectful, unshakable. Where resentment ends, focus returns. Now the other side, 4 rightful weights. The ones that don't crush you, they shape you. Rightful weight A, responsibility. Not flashy, not trending, forever decisive. Responsibility tells you where to stand when blame looks easier. It is the discipline to handle what's within reach without waiting for applause. Carried rightly, it turns ordinary days into evidence. Rightful weight B, patience. Not delay for delay's sake, precision with time. Patience respects process the way a farmer respects seasons. It's not passivity, it's protection against rushing into rooms that aren't done being built. When patience holds the door, losses often reveal themselves as rescues. Rightful weight C, truthfulness. Truth does not always comfort, but it always stabilizes. It keeps your inner room aligned so your outer steps stop arguing. Truthfulness is the weight that makes your name heavy in the best sense, so that promises don't float away in strong weather. Rightful weight D. Gratitude. Gratitude is strength choosing humility. It doesn't blind you to problems. It prevents problems from blinding you to favors. Gratitude multiplies what you manage well and softens what you can't yet change. It keeps the heart soft and the spine strong. If you listen closely, you'll notice a pattern. Counterfeit weights make you loud and tired. Rightful weights make you quiet and capable. Counterfeit weights demand audience. Rightful weights build record. And records, unlike applause, walk into rooms before you arrive and vouch for you without a speech. There is a subtle trap here. Many carry counterfeit weights because they mistake heaviness for holiness. They think the more burdened they appear, the more serious they must be. But heaviness without honor is just theater. Honor is light that behaves like weight. It sits on your shoulders and straightens how you walk. No moaning, no martyrdom, just steadiness that other hearts trust. Ask this clarifying question of any load. Does carrying this make me more truthful, more fair, more patient, more grateful? If yes, it's a rightful weight. Bear it with dignity. If not, it's a leak disguised as loyalty. Let it go. Letting go is not abandonment, it's alignment. You are not discarding people, you are discarding pretenses that kept you both in circles. Notice what happens when you put down what isn't yours. Apologies become cleaner, boundaries become kinder, work becomes quieter and better. You stop overspending words to compensate for underspending courage. Your days stop feeling like negotiations and start feeling like assignments. Assignments come with provision. Here is a sentence to keep close when old weights call you back. I can care deeply without caring wrongly. Care does not require collapse. Mercy does not require self-destruction. You are not more virtuous because you are more exhausted. You are most useful when you are clear, rested, and reliable. One more refinement. There is a difference between forgiveness and access. Forgiveness is release, so your heart doesn't rust. Access is permission, so your life doesn't break. You can forgive fully and still guard the door. That isn't bitterness. That's wisdom. Trust is not a feeling. It is a vault that opens on proof. As these distinctions settle, pay attention to the side effects. Your speech trims itself. Your schedule grows a backbone. Your attention stops bleeding into arguments that go nowhere. You begin to honor quiet victories. A conversation handled with fairness. A temptation passed without a parade. A day done without staining your name. This is how weight turns into worth. You weren't recommended this. You were summoned. Summoned not to show off strength, but to choose clean strength. The kind that carries rightful weight and refuses the rest. The world may still misread you, calling your peace indifference, your boundaries pride, your patience weakness. The record will read correctly. Stay close. Ahead, we'll speak of names and doors. How a consistent name becomes a key that turns locks you never touched. And why the quiet credibility you're building is the most valuable currency you will ever hold. Provision is not persuasion. It is permission granted when a life stops contradicting its own prayer. When intent is clean, speech careful, action honest, patience steady, service alive, needs start to recognize you. Not all at once, but on time. What you chased while double-minded begins walking toward you when you become single-hearted. Here, this without glitter, honesty outperforms. Hurry. Hurry buys noise, honesty buys notice. Hurry makes you spend tomorrow to look strong today. Honesty lets tomorrow arrive with help. The arithmetic is simple, clean inputs, clean outcomes. Sometimes quick, sometimes slow, always lawful, always merciful. You have felt this hush before. When a door opened you couldn't explain. When a problem softened after you chose the right thing without an audience. When a quiet apology unlocked a week of ease. That wasn't luck, it was alignment answering itself. The world keeps a ledger, your Lord keeps a finer one. When you remember the giver more than the gift, gifts remember you. Let's put language to the journey we've walked here. Truth thriving, trust timing. You guarded your intent, your words trimmed themselves. Your actions began to testify, your patience honored unseen schedule. Your service kept pride from curdling. This is not spectacle, this is order with mercy. And it travels. If the road narrows ahead, don't panic. Narrow is not punishment, it is precision. Wide roads are comfortable. Narrow roads are faithful. They carry what matters without spilling it. Keep your name heavy with truth and light with ego. Keep your heart soft and your spine strong. Keep gratitude near your mouth and your mouth near what is right. And now, the call, not to performance. If this spoke to you, answer plainly in the comments. I choose clean strength. Not as a slogan, as a standard. Those 4 words are a contract you sign with how you live. Clean intent, clean speech, clean hands, clean exits. Let your next opportunities read that line and recognize you. If you needed a second line, let it be this. Let my conduct speak. No theatrics, no mystique. Let your deeds introduce you before you arrive. Let your name do the knocking. Doors honor that language. Share this with one person who loves truth more than tricks, not to impress them, to relieve them. The world is starving for steady souls who don't sell clarity for applause. Be one. Invite one. That is how good corridors flow without becoming noisy. Subscribe if you're staying, because this channel will keep choosing substance over spectacle. No shortcuts, no chaos. Clarity, character, and timing again and again. Until your days speak for themselves. If you've stumbled, we all do begin again without drama. Repair what can be repaired. Return what isn't yours. Remember who gives, and walk on. You weren't recommended this. You were summoned. Not to be crowned, to be trusted. Not to feel superior, to become useful. When the inside is ordered, the outside cooperates in ways that fit, in timing that protects, and in measures that do no harm to your soul. Hold your head with humility. Hold your word like a lantern. Walk clean. I'll meet you in the next chapter.